Hello, my name is Peyton Clancy Fairbanks with Cornerstone Real Estate. I've got two news articles for you today and then just some general stats for Utah just because I haven't done them in a while. So hope this helps you out. Let me know if you have any questions. The first article I got for you today is Shares Drop on Lee Warning Home Sales Tumble Evergrande Update. The two things I wanted to focus on this was one, new home sales in 23 major Chinese cities dropped 33% during holiday season compared to a year earlier. I wanted to bring this up because everybody in China was like, okay, we've got this wildly strong real estate market. There's nothing we can do that's going to destroy this. And it sounds familiar. Sounds like something else that we've seen. And they're starting to see a whole lot of problems, a whole lot of trouble going on now. And a lot of this is stemming from the fact that they just left fundamentals. There's no reason that the prices increase so quickly. The only reason prices increase so quickly in China is because everybody else thought that the prices were going to go up. There was no reason that because the economy was doing better, because there was more demand, blah, 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 blah. It was simply because people believed it was going up, and that's what caused it to happen. Now, I do want you to notice that there's one city that there is a huge increase of sales on. I don't know nothing about it. I just wanted to bring it up. I wanted to say it out loud because this chart right here will show you that. The second thing, employment situation is complicated and grave, which is kind of boiling into why home sales are probably decreasing. Why are things a little bit more complicated? Is it harder to get into a home? A lot of this is from the Chinese shutdowns as well, because they're still going hard in the paint on Chinese shutdowns. And then lastly, I got large Chinese company Oceanwide defaulted on a $165 million loan for a project in Manhattan. I bring this up because Evergrande, they defaulted. They didn't default. Well, I think they did on a bunch of their stuff a year ago. And so you're starting to see these real estate companies start to fail. These real estate companies that were treated as if they were nothing that we could ever do to mess them up. And we're starting to see that they don't have the money to pay for this. This is especially important in today's real estate market. You're going to see places like Zillow. You're going to see places like Blackstone. And everybody acts like they're indestructible. But the second that they start leaving fundamentals, just like the second you leave fundamentals on understanding the value of your home, it's going to hit you in a hard way at some point. You can't leave the fact that there's demand, there's supply, there's these basic statistics that you have to follow that determine what the value of your home is. And once you start walking away from that, and once you stop acknowledging that information, you're going to get yourself into a bind, just like these very large companies. But that was the first article for sure. Just wanted to go over those couple of real quick things, help you kind of understand the Chinese economy and their same thought process that especially we're seeing in the United States right now. But article number 2. So this article, it's a lot of information that we've already had before, but I wanted to bring it up. A record share of home sellers have dropped prices, but buyers are still struggling, Redfin says. There's two stats on this that I want to bring in as well. Home prices reductions up to 15% from a 9% a year earlier. So that means that 15% of homes are having to reduce their price to get their home sold. So it's not okay just to wildly overprice your home. I bring this up because I've been following this stat, and this is showing you that the sellers are losing their power. This is showing you that things are becoming a little bit more complicated, and it is coming. The second, Zillow stock fell 9% last week. This is kind of super interesting. The reason I bring that up is because this is a self-fulfilling prophecy at this point. A lot of the reason people are still crazy trying to get into homes right now is because they know that interest rates are going to keep going up. And so, yes, there's less demand than there used to be, but you have to understand that there's still people forcefully trying to get into houses, doing whatever they can to get into a house. And as long as we have that happening, it's going to make it so that we're going to have more demand and make it so that home prices are going to go up. I mean, that's going to be a huge variable of it. But as especially people start saying, man, maybe this isn't a good idea. Maybe I should be concerned about this. I should need to look into this more. You're going to start seeing this self-fulfilling prophecy where everybody assumes the home prices are going to go down and that there's going to be a market bubble and everything like that, and they're probably going to fulfill it themselves because everybody's going to get scared. Right or wrong, I don't know. How much, I don't know, but it's never good to swing the other way just because you're scared. Just like you shouldn't buy a house because you think the price will go up because all the other houses' prices are going up, you shouldn't sell a house or be concerned about the market just because everybody else is concerned about the market. It's those foolish, weird ways of looking at the market that create opportunities for other people. And so that's kind of the second stat, the second article that I had for you today. I just wanted to say those things out loud, talk to you a little bit about it. And then the last thing I want to talk to you about is just the stats for Utah right now on under contract and homes for sale. So last thing I got for you. So currently there is 3,943 homes active in Utah, which is up 56% from last year. But the demand, or homes that are under contract, is at 7,417, which is down 3.25% from last year. Now, the 3.25%, that's not a number that I'm wildly concerned about. Once we start seeing that at 10, that's what I want to see. But you can see that the supply is up. You can see that the demand is right around where it's been. And so what's going to start happening from that is we're going to start seeing things level out more. I mean, we can see it happening with people, one, with these overinflated Chinese companies that are starting to fail because they didn't stick to the fundamentals. Because two, we're having to have price reductions with the sale of houses because people are pricing them too high because, once again, they're not going to get the fundamentals. They're just making up numbers. And then three, because at some point it had to happen. These interest rates going up, you can't be riding on a roller coaster that goes straight up because eventually it has to come down. Because I don't know, whatever reason, that's just not how a roller coaster works. But that's kind of all I got for you today. I hope that this helps you understand kind of where we're at in the real estate market. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to make you feel like you need to start battering down and being nervous, but I want you to be aware. I want you to understand the fundamentals above everything else is what's important when you're buying or selling houses, and understanding what you should do in the real estate market. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and let me know if you got any questions.